Eagle Rock via the PCT. This is an interesting hike, and if you've seen it, you've more likely seen the rock formation that looks like an eagle. Same deal as always. We'll talk about how to get there, trail details. I'll tell you how I got lost so that you don't when we come back from the B-roll, and we'll just go from there. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So, Eagle Rock via the PCT. Let's start with the trail details. So, Eagle Rock via the PCT is a 6.4 mile, heavily trafficked out and back trail located near Warner Springs, California. The trail is primarily used for hiking, nature trips, bird watching, horses, and is accessible year round. You will also, if you get lucky, see a lot of cows. So as it says, 6.4 miles, about 900 feet elevation gain, route type out and back. Alright, how to get there. The directions will take you to what says Warner Springs, California, which isn't too descriptive, but it is actually the right place. Now, the problem with GPS around this area is that if you get lost or you pass it, it won't calculate for you to do a U-turn. It'll have you drive out to somewhere where you can turn and then come back. My GPS was going from like 5 minutes, and then I drove past this by mistake because we were in a good conversation, Jordan and I, and then suddenly it would say like 20 minutes, and that's because it would have me go super far out, turn around, and come back. You want to park by the CAL FIRE Warner Springs Fire Station. When I got here, I got a bit lost, and then I typed into the GPS like Eagle Rock Trail. It actually took me to this road over here that's called Camino San Ignacio. And you can see we were driving, and at some point I was like, man, I think we're in the right place. I see this trail right here, but it's blocked off. And then we look over, and Jordan's like, I think that's it. I think that's Eagle Rock. So there's this road here where you can see the rock from the road. And I'm not gonna lie, it killed the vibe a little bit. Like, oh, it's right there. And then it wasn't until I read a little bit more, I was able to get back, find the right location. Again, you want to make sure you park right in front of the CAL FIRE Warner Springs Fire Station. It's on the 79. So you see here this dirt path, and this is where you want to park. There's the fire station. The entrance for the trail is literally that piece right there. And then the PCT continues on this side, and this is really the parking. It's this dirt lot right here. So make sure you don't get lost. So the hike, okay for dogs? Yeah, okay for children. Pretty easy one. I will say though, it was a bit of a warm day when I went, and I saw 2 baby rattlers on this trail. So just be careful. But they are there. Let's talk about the hike itself. Once you park and you start walking, it's really sort of, you get a forest vibe. You're walking and you're by the creek for most of it. You can see the water flowing down here. You're by the creek for a lot of this. And it almost feels, I'll show you these photos here, like this. It looks exactly like this, where it's shade, it's nice, it's covered. And then you get to where there seems to be like a trail crossing here, right, where you can make a left and right. When you flip over onto this side of the trail, it opens up, and it is incredibly, incredibly beautiful. It's these long fields with the mountains in the back and high grass, and that's really the view all the way until you get to where you have to turn here onto Eagle Rock. And man, it is, I'll put up some photos here, but those views were fantastic, especially for us. So we went during sunset. We had some really nice clouds in the sky. We got a little bit of that cotton candy, purple pinks in the sky post sunset. It was really, really, really beautiful. All the PCT signs along the way is what you want to follow. And again, gradual elevation, there wasn't anywhere specific on this trail that I can point to say like, it goes up a lot here. When you get to Eagle Rock, you'll see the formation here, but it's facing the opposite way. So you want to make sure you walk around the rock to get the view where you can recognize the rock formation as an eagle. Very easy to climb behind it. As always, just make sure you're careful. You don't want to damage anything around the area. And enjoy the views. I mean, these, getting some pictures with the rock, and you can see some of the cows here. And that is it for this one. Pretty quick and easy. It's got a lot of variety with the wildflowers, a very forest vibe in the beginning, and then more like meadow, desert land towards the end. Drop any questions down below. As always, make sure you check out the Instagram at @BeautyIsWild with 2 eyes, the YouTube channel at youtube.com/BeautyIsWild with 2 eyes, and the website at www.beautyiswild with 2 eyes. I'll see you guys next week.